Does Anesu still have a YouTube channel? I feel like that's the question I'm asking myself at this point.
You know I'm just that type. No, them no fit kill my vibe. Them no fit kill my vibe.
Hi guys, I'm Anesu. Welcome to my channel. Thank you so much for stopping by. If this is your first time here, please be sure to click the subscribe button as well as the notifications bell so you don't miss out every single time I post a new video. If you're already part of the fabulous family, what's popping, what's happening, what's good? So guys, long time no see. We are in the month of March. So it really has been a long time. Where have I been? I've just been living. Life has been lifing. There was so much going on in the first 2 months of the year. I think the last vlog I uploaded was the last of the January or December vlog, and then I actually filmed in January, but I never put the vlog up. I think it's because I was really going through stuff in the beginning of beginning all of January, to be fair, was a bit of a chaotic. February was not the greatest either, and by the time I was feeling better, I just felt like too much time had gone by since I hadn't uploaded the January vlog, and I was just like, no, I just think I prefer that the first vlog I upload be more current or be more like time relevant. January wasn't really much of a busy month for me. I usually consider Q1 of the year like my hibernation period. Like, that's usually the time I'm chilling at home. It's too cold. I have no interest in being outside unless it's like birthdays and every now and again when I get out to see my friends, which kind of doesn't always work out the best because I do feel like Q1 is the time of year I feel my loneliest, which I think would probably be eradicated if I got out and saw my friends more, but it's just far too cold. I'm not in the mood, I'm not in the feeling for it. So that didn't really happen that much. But in January, I did see one of my friends who came to London to visit for a little bit. She came to England to visit for a short while, and I had to see her or else she was going to go back to Mozambique and I wouldn't have gone to see her. So there was a point in January that Rosa, Leo and I did link up and we went to Burger and Lobster, something cute, something cheeky and cheerful. It wasn't really much. I'm sure you guys can see the footage rolling now. But yeah, that's pretty much the most of what I did. January was mostly dedicated to me trying to get into the right space for the year. I eventually took down my Christmas tree late Jan. So you can see that January was very much a slow month for me. But once I got the Christmas tree down and we moved into February, things were a lot better. I think mentally, I just wasn't as exhausted anymore. Work, thankfully, in January wasn't as hectic, but sure enough, by the time it was February, it picked right the F up. Like, it was so busy. Also had other personal life admin I was dealing with, which was contributing to me not feeling the best, me being really anxious. So only, I think it's last week now. Last week or the week before? I think it's last week. Only last week did I get confirmation that everything is fine with that now. We're all in the clear. So it was like, great news, happy days, woo. So I think now I'm in a much better space. Last week I actually didn't vlog, which looking back on it was very silly on my part because I actually did stuff. I finally went to check out the Vogue and Snapchat reimagining the body. I don't remember the full name. I'm going to put it right here on the screen. I went to see that exhibition that was curated by Edward Enifall. I'm from Vogue, so it was really, really beautiful. It's something that I really, really did want to see. I feel like this year I've told myself that, you know, I want to start doing more things by myself. One of my friends, Isitu, regularly does things by myself. You know, sometimes, yeah, I just think it's really cool having friends that inspire you. And sometimes they don't even realize it, like it's with the smallest things. But yeah, my friend Isitu, even my other friend Jay, like both of them, obviously, I'm really close to them as well. So seeing them being able to just go out and do stuff on their own kind of inspires me. Like, I really wish I was that person. And I just think sometimes in life, you can't always wait until your friends are available or free to go and do stuff. And even if they are available and free, it's nice to just get out and do stuff by yourself. Well, let me not say it's nice because it's not like I was familiar with the feeling. There have been 1 or 2 times I've gone and done things by myself, but I don't do it often enough. And I feel like the times that I have done stuff by myself, I kind of end up feeling super anxious and I'll go home quickly. So this time I had specifically said to myself that this exhibition I want to go to by myself. Obviously, you guys know how much I love fashion. And one of the main reasons I wanted to go, one of my favorite designers, Tebe Magugu, he was part of the exhibition as well. And yeah, I just really wanted to go and see it. But as I'm kind of like baby stepping into solo dates, I made sure that the day that I went to do this, I was going to see Isitu and Leo afterwards for sushi. I kind of coupled or paired the two together so that I would feel more of a reason to stay out because I have plans. You know what I mean? So yeah, that was really, really fun. I should have vlogged, but honestly, last week wasn't the best week for me mentally and emotionally. So vlogging was the furthest thing on my mind. Like, I was not thinking about it. The few clips that I did get, I figured maybe eventually I would post to my story, which I ended up doing a story like highlight. Which on that note, follow me on Instagram because my Instagram feed is no longer like curated to fashion content creation, but it's just literally life through my lens. Like my story, my feed, I haven't posted on my feed recently, but I'm sure by the time this vlog goes up, I would have posted something. But I just kind of show my life, you know, and I feel like if you enjoy my vlogs, you would probably enjoy my stories too. So be sure to follow your girl. But it's a new week. I had yesterday and today. Today's Tuesday. I had yesterday and today off of work. I just took 2 days to kind of rest, recuperate, regroup before getting back into the swing of things. I've had a really hectic few weeks at work and in life in general. And the next couple of weeks, I think, are going to be pretty hectic for me as well. So every now and again when I can, I'll give myself a day off. Right now, I'm just chilling. It's the evening time. I've had a full day of doing next to nothing, ran some errands, did a workout, came back and chilled, spoke to my friends. Well, some of them I spoke to yesterday, and then some of them I spoke to today, because I really do have to break it up so that I am giving myself a fair share of me time. But yeah, I took my evening shower, did some skincare, and now I'm going to start scrapbooking. I've got a candle lit. I'm watching some YouTube vlogs now. And I'm just about to sit at my table and start scrapbooking. I think in the last vlog I uploaded, which was like the end of Christmas, I was talking about how my auntie got me a scrapbook, which I really, really wanted. But when I opened the package and all the things that were included, there were a lot of things that weren't there. Like, there was no like glue or any adhesive or anything like that. I didn't like the specific pens that they had in the kit. And the strips that I thought were meant to be like stickers or something, they weren't. So I had to go to Hobbycraft to pick up a few things. So yeah, here's my little Hobbycraft bag. I had to go and pick up some glue. I got a couple of stickers, like some hard stickers, which I thought I would use at different points in the scrapbook. I'm probably going to go on Amazon and look for other stickers, because when I went to Hobbycraft and I was in the general sticker section and also the scrapbooking section, there wasn't that much that I liked. And also Hobbycraft is quite expensive. Like, the things I picked up and what I paid in the end, crazy. So I'm definitely going to have a look on Etsy and Amazon and see what I can find. I've got loads and loads and loads and loads of pictures, because I used to be one of those babes in uni that had a picture wall. So I have loads of pictures that I've printed throughout my years at uni. I'm going to have a look at those. I also did mention that I want to use or transfer some of the Polaroid, well, I think all of them, to be honest with you, Polaroids into the scrapbook as well, rather than just having a Polaroid album. Yeah, but that's basically what I'm about to sit down and do. I'm not really sure if I'll be able to vlog me doing it, but I might vlog some of the progression, although naturally the nature of photo albums and like scrapbooks, I personally feel like is really personal. Like, I used to scrapbook when I was younger, and the little things that I know I'm going to write, some of the pictures, they are private, but obviously what I'm willing to share, I'll share. But as you probably clocked by the title, this is just a life lately vlog. So I actually, honest to God, don't know when next I will see you, but this is it for now. actually left with the restaurant tour.
Rihanna can do it.
When I was 14, I had my first love. Everybody get ready,
I got what you need. Everybody think you shop, but I don't even free bill, baby. And you love the cake. I was born to say, it's the same.
Lifestyle, I see you watching my movements. This bad bitch bad every day. I know the look of your face. Bad man bad every day.
Does Anesu still have a YouTube channel? I feel like that's the question I'm asking myself at this point. Guys, I never really vlog from here. I'm in my bedroom. But look, I haven't vlogged in ages. You probably realize that I didn't actually include proper like landscape clips from my friend Jerry's birthday. So all of the clips you'll see are like actual vertical kind of clips, like compilation clips of the day. So we went to brunch. Cute, we got there at least as much as I was running late. We got there and she was running late, so it helped. So we were able to surprise her. We had food. I'm not gonna lie, because we went to Enamo and Covent Garden. I don't know if I was feeling the food like that. Like, the food wasn't terrible, but it wasn't really great. And I don't know, I just feel like something that actually makes brunch is good food as well as the bottomless liquor or bottomless beverage. So for me personally, I wasn't a fan, but basically how it works in Enamo is kind of like tapas, so bottomless tapas. So all of the like sushi, well not all, but like the selection that they have available for brunch tapas and stuff, or the bottomless, is like certain sushi. They have things like noodles, like certain types of chow mein. You had like Korean barbecue ribs. You had like what is it, like breaded or fried chicken, all that kind of stuff. But still, generally, it just did not taste that great. It just didn't. But it is what it is. The day itself was actually really good. And then we went to karaoke and it was so fun. I've actually never been to karaoke. And initially I wasn't going to go, but so happy I went. Great time, 10 out of 10. And then since then, I actually haven't vlogged anything because, as you can probably hear from my voice, I'm ill. I've also been having a really terrible endometriosis flare-up. So the entire week has kind of just been dedicated to me trying to exist, make it to the next day. I've been in a lot of pain. I've been very exhausted. Work has also been draining me. So there actually hasn't been anything for me to vlog. But at this point, as this is a Life Lately vlog, I'll just put in whatever clips and whatever compilation of clips I have, despite the fact that this is probably going to be over an extended period of time. It's a Friday night, literally 6 days after the last time I vlogged. And I just now wanna clean my makeup brushes. I don't think I'm gonna vlog that because I do the good old makeup brushes and beauty blenders in a pillowcase, tie that up with a scrunchie, put that in a washing machine, and that works perfectly for me. With obviously some detergent and stuff like that. It works really great for me. It doesn't even like affect my skin, because some people apparently were breaking out, but I didn't have that issue, thank God, touch wood. And then that's probably going to be me for the night. I'm just going to watch some Married to Medicine, which is a show. I don't know why I slept on for so long. Married to Medicine Atlanta. Scenes, incredible scenes, Jeff. I'm now on season 2, and it's crazy because my friend Leo and my friend Tracy, they've both been like, you need to watch it, you need to watch it, you need to watch it. And I just wasn't serious. And now that I'm watching it, I'm like, oh my gosh, I should have listened to them earlier because this show slaps. So I feel like whilst my brushes are in the machine, I'm going to watch Married to Medicine. Actually, I wanted to watch Married to Medicine, but I also need to catch up on the most recent episode of Basketball Wives. So where that's one episode, I might watch Basketball Wives and then go back to Married to Medicine. It's a Friday. I'm not up for it. So I have ordered myself some Burger King and I'm going to watch TV. And I'm just going to light some candles, watch TV, have my Burger King, wash my brushes, and then that will be me for the night. But I most definitely will vlog tomorrow, as I have a lot of home developments going on, as in things I'm buying for my apartment. It's so delayed. It's literally 2 years into me living here, but it is what it is. So because I have a lot of deliveries coming in tomorrow, I'll probably show you guys some of the stuff coming in, and then we'll take it from there. That's me for tonight, and until the next time. Hi guys, so it's a new day. Today's Saturday. Whew, it's so late in the day now, I'll be so real. Basically I woke up at like 8:30ish, naturally body clock stuff, and then I was up for a couple of hours just TikToking, just on my phone. Then round about midday-ish, I took some more medicine because I think I explained yesterday I've got a cold. So I took some Beecham's all-in-one. That's usually like my go-to, the syrup, and it makes you drowsy. So I slept, but I slept for like 2 full hours. So boy, that was a well-needed, well-deserved nap. And then I woke up, washed my face, brushed my teeth, and then I got to cleaning. So I cleaned my bedroom, most of the actual flat, and then my bathroom, and then I cleaned the living room as well. But what I need to clean is the kitchen. So the actual surfaces, dishes are done, all of that, but I want to do a deep clean of the oven and the fridge. But for me, that's usually like an almost all day affair, so I'm gonna leave that for tomorrow, because I don't have any plans tomorrow. Also, I'm feeling so much better today. I am still congested, as you can probably hear, but it's not the worst. Like, I've honestly been far more sick before. Even yesterday I felt far worse than I do today, so that's good for me. Yesterday I think I explained that I cleaned my brushes. So I cleaned my makeup brushes yesterday and the actual makeup bag, and then this morning all the brushes and sponges were dry, so I was just packing everything into my makeup bag, which was actually really satisfying because everything was all clean. I gave everything like a wipe down as well, with like some baby wipes. Like, you know, sometimes you might get like little bits of like makeup and stuff like that on like your brushes, or the other makeup products. It might transfer to one another. So anyway, I've wiped everything, cleaned everything, and this is now all done. At the moment, I am waiting for my delivery order. I'm so hungry. I haven't eaten today. I'm really trying to fix my eating, and I've been saying this for January, but I'm not going to like beat myself up for it because everything one step at a time. I usually eat good, and then sometimes I have random spurts of like I'm having takeaway when honestly it's unnecessary. But I do know that a lot of the time it's because I honestly don't have the energy especially when I'm not well. Like if I'm having an endo flare up or if I have a cold, I'm not cooking, and that's a really bad habit. But sometimes it's either I order the takeaway or I don't eat, which is really bad because why? And another thing, I feel like I just really want to go back to eating regularly. Like I really don't eat enough, and then sometimes when I do eat one meal a day, it's not the most nutritious meal. So we're gonna work on that. But as for today, I just haven't eaten, and it's really bad because right now it is now 4 p.m. That's really terrible to not have eaten by 4 p.m. but it's okay. I'm waiting for my McDonald's, and then for the rest of today, like I explained yesterday, I said to you yesterday, I was expecting a lot of deliveries, and they came. So here you go. All of the deliveries came. They are like 1, 2, 3, 4 boxes. And then the boxes actually spill into the hallway. So there's a lot going on. But essentially, I got to a point where I was just like, this year, I definitely need to stop procrastinating when it comes to furnishing my apartment. I feel like it's something I always heard anyway from my friends that had moved out before me, watching influencers and other people that I watch on YouTube move out. Like furnishing a place is definitely a journey. Like I've just finished my 2nd year in this apartment, and thing is, for my first year, a lot of it, I think the first 3 months, there was still like a lockdown, and then outside open, and still from 2021 there was still like a delay in furniture deliveries from when the pandemic actually started. So that year I didn't really put pressure on myself. Also, moving out is really expensive. Like, if you ask anyone who's moved out, it's really, really stupid expensive. So in my first year, I felt like I was prioritizing the necessities. I think if you guys were watching the vlogs back in 2021, you'll remember when I was still getting stuff like the bar, when I got the 2 chairs like as a temporary fix, all this kind of stuff, the plants, like all of this stuff. I was just kind of doing it slowly but surely. Also, I'm not gonna lie, just as everybody told me, and I literally always tell anyone I know or any of my friends who move out and are always asking questions about furniture, like, honestly, taking your time is the best thing ever, because you change your mind 11 times. Like, I cannot explain to you how many times I've changed my mind on what I would want for my dining chairs, what I wanted for different pieces of furniture. There's a time I wanted a certain shelf. Now I'm like, I don't want it because I live in a 1-bed. It's like it's a 1-bed, but it's like, I wouldn't say it's a studio, but it's actually not a studio. It's just a 1-bed. But I feel like other 1-beds are more spacious. So sometimes I'm like, But yeah, it's a 1-bed. And my living area is relatively spacious, but I think what makes it more spacious is the fact that I have high ceilings, not actual floor space. So there were times in the beginning I thought that I wanted to get rid of the what do you call this? It's like a little entryway table that doubles as a desk where you can work from, and I wanted to use that table, stop using it as a work desk, because I don't actually use the big desktop much anymore. So I was going to use the entryway table for an entryway, and in this space I was going to put a big shelf. But the more I thought about it, I'm like, if I fill the space up, my apartment seems a little less spacious, and I don't want that. You know what I mean? So I feel like had I rushed in the beginning, not only would it have been really expensive, I would have gotten to a point where I've gone in and now I'm like, don't want this. So it's good that I took my time. But yeah, I'm now at a place where I'm like, girl, you've had enough time. So what I did was I've ordered dining chairs. Those are the ones that are in the corridor in the 3 big boxes. They're like obviously dismantled, and it's like 2 in each. So I have 6. I'm hoping once I have the 6 chairs, the place doesn't look too cramped, because my table is big enough, but it's more so like worrying about this space. I tested it out with the white chairs and did kind of measurements with measuring tape, and it seems like it'll be fine. But as usual, like with any space, the more furniture you put into it, the more different it'll look and the less spacious it's going to look. But ultimately, I think everything will be fine. So we'll see how it goes once I build that. I don't even think I'm going to build the chairs tomorrow, because like I said, my main priority is doing the deep clean of the oven and the fridge. So maybe next weekend, because I'm not in a hurry. For the chairs, the color that I got is like, you see the darker blue on this cushion? It's similar to that. And that's because my couch is blue. I don't know if anyone again remembers the vlogs from back in 2021. My couch is blue. So I went back and forth with myself about whether I wanted gray or blue. And the reason is, a lot of the finishings in this apartment, like my cupboards, I don't know what other words you use for it, my cupboards, all the other blinds and stuff, everything is gray. I've got a gray rug. The other standalone couch is gray, and then obviously my walls are white. The wood is like a light brown stain, and I just wanted to find upholstery, like I wanted to find dining chairs that have upholstery that won't throw the place off. A lot of the other things in the apartment are black, but I knew for sure that I wanted the legs of the dining chairs to be black and kind of have a wood finish to match the table and all the other pieces in my house that are black. Like my bar cart has like a black wooden finish, the TV stand has a black wooden finish, the coffee table, all of that. So that was my aim, but I knew that obviously the upholstery for the actual chairs cannot be black. So the decision was between blue and gray, and obviously with blue there were different shades of blue, but I didn't want something as dark as the couch. So once I found chairs that had a similar upholstery like material to the darker blue that is on the couch, I mean the cushion, I was like, this is perfect. I initially was meant to go to this like furniture, it's kind of like a warehouse that has furniture from furniture stores that never really got sold. Also brands like made.com, they have a lot of the stuff there. But once I found these chairs on Amazon, I was like, I have to have them. And they're the exact same chairs I once saw on Wayfair. But top tip for anyone furnishing a house, Wayfair is so much more expensive than a lot of other places. Before, it used to be cheaper, and then between 2020 and 2023, the prices went up, baby. And the thing is, they sell pieces that you can find from other places. It's just that you really have to dig and dig and dig. And a lot of the time, once you find the places that stock these items, they're significantly cheaper than the ones on Wayfair. So I didn't end up buying the ones from Wayfair, and then I saw them on Amazon, the exact same chairs. So now I don't have the need to go to the warehouse for now, because now I've got the dining chairs I want. So yeah, that was the story with the dining chairs. I feel like that was the next big like furniture purchase I needed to make. I think the reason I've gotten away without having the dining chairs is because I don't live in the most like accessible place, if I'm being honest. And it's a lot further out than my friends. So I've been able to not have these chairs because when people come to visit me, it's usually like 2 to 4 people max at a time, and there's more than enough seating for that number of people. Any other time I've had more people was probably when I had my housewarming back in 2021, and that year or that specific night I got like garden chairs from my friend to use just so I could have extra seating for the people that came. And then I think Christmas last year was another time, but even then there was literally just the perfect number of seats for the people that came. There were times where some people preferred to stand, so it worked in my favor. I was also up and about on my feet, so it worked in my favor. But nonetheless, I felt like it was time now. Like, girl, you're a grown woman. Finish furnishing this damn place. With regards to the rest of the deliveries, it's mostly like kitchenware. So I've also now decided to replace a lot of my kitchenware. When I first moved, again, I've lived alone, like alone, not with my family for pretty much forever, but I was living in shared housing. So a lot of the things that I got when I came here were just extra bits I didn't have before when I was in shared housing, because again, furnishing a place and stuff like that is super expensive. So I got only extra bits, like maybe extra utensils here or there, extra cutlery, maybe extra glasses, but I didn't need to get more than, for example, for 4. But now that I've gone and decided to get 6 dining chairs, I needed to have 6 of everything. So in terms of dinnerware, like crockery, plates, bowls, all of that, I needed to have 6. For cutlery, I need to have sets of 24 or more, where at least there's a minimum of 6 items or 6 utensils for each person. I did the same with wine glasses, and then I'm going to get drinking glasses as well. So that's kind of a lot of the deliveries. I got some plates, I got some cutlery, I got some wine glasses, and then the extra things that I got. So I'll probably show you guys and talk you guys through everything. But yeah, the main thing was I just thought it was time, number 1. Number 2, just before we get into summer, which is like the most expensive time of year, it's best to get these things out the way. Also, I'm finally gonna host like my first dinner party, if I can call it that, which is crazy because I feel like from when I first moved in, that's all I ever spoke about. But like I said, because I live far, because of clashing plans, because I'm usually the one going to see my friends or we're going to do different things, it never was an issue. So I never got the opportunity to actually host. Also, I am quite busy, if not doing things with other friends or working, there just wasn't the opportunity. At most, I've hosted like I said, for Christmas last year. The year before that, there was literally like maybe 3 of us. What else? And yeah, that's it. I think the other time I had like one friend come over for dinner and I cooked for us, and I was able to set it up because it was just for 2 of us. So I had all the dinnerware and stuff like that I needed. There was enough wine glasses. But like I said, everything else up until now has been for 4. But this time I'm hosting a dinner party for some of my friends. It's going to be my first one ever. And I really just want to like make an effort. It's only like at the end of April, but let me tell you guys something. Between last year and this year, I've become such a planner, and I owe that to, I feel like I'm always dick riding my friends. Like, I probably sound like I'm so obsessed with my friends, but I really do love them, and I really do make a conscious effort, especially the older that I've gotten, to make friends with and surround myself with people that really inspire me and influence me positively. And they really do that. Like, I feel like we all learn from each other. So that's great. But Specifically my friends Leo, my two friends Leo and Isa2. Leo and IK have made me such a planner, my boy. Like since like I want to say mid to late last year and up until now, like I'm such a planner. Like I plan things way ahead of time. I was never like a go with the flow or a last minute person, but I think at most I would have planned maybe 2 to 3 weeks before, whereas now I plan months in advance for things. Like I'm looking at birthday dresses. My birthday is in October. I'm looking at different things to do for my birthday. Again, my birthday is in October. There are things I'm doing in the summer. We're only in March and I'm planning now. But like, that's what I kind of learned from them. So even all of the stuff that I've gotten for the kitchen, like I said, because I know that's coming up in April. And by the time it's April, it's going to be closer to me traveling, closer to summer, me needing to buy different things. So I'm like, let me lessen my expenses at the time and get all these things now at the time that I'm not really going out like that. I'm kind of hibernating. It just kind of makes the most sense. So I'm gonna put the phone down and then I'm gonna start showing you bit by bit what I got. Okay, so just going through a list of what I got an oil dispenser. I felt like I really needed that because I basically put a spout from so basically what happened when I first moved in, well, not when I first moved in, when I decided I was going to have a bar cart, I ordered a cocktail set, and as a moving in gift, somebody ordered me a cocktail making set. So I have extra, I don't even know what to call these, but I have extra like nozzles, and I put one in the actual bottle of oil, which at the time was a quick fix. And the more I looked at it, I was like, this is really raz. There is no need for me to be this ghetto. So I got an oil dispenser. Like I said, I got new cutlery, like I think I said of 24 or 32, one of the two. I got a new set of knives with like a stand, or like I'm gonna call it a stand. I got a new chopping board, like a wooden one, but it's a bigger one. So I have one that's smaller, but I got a big one. I got a table runner. Again, that's part of the things for the dinner party. I have one table runner, but it's red, and normally I use that at Christmas, but I'm like, this doesn't really work for what, like, I just feel like aesthetic wise it doesn't work for the rest of the year. So I got like, it's kind of like a beige table runner. And then I got new pots, but like I have a really big casserole dish. I have two of those, so those are fine, but I wanted to get like a new pan and saucepans and stuff. And then I got like this set of pots that basically has detachable handles, and the pots and the pans themselves are induction hob safe, and they're also oven safe. So if I needed to broil something in the oven, I can literally just put it and detach the handle. And I just felt like I need that in my life. You feel me? I don't eat a lot of bread, so I've never had a toaster. I never needed to. If I toasted bread, I would actually pop it in the oven and toast it. But I just feel like I'm too grown for that. Also, I feel like I want, when people come to my house, if I have people visiting, because sometimes it'll be a thing where I have people staying over, or like somebody comes and visits me and then I'm making breakfast and they want toast, and it's kind of long to do the whole oven thing, or they want to toast their bagels or whatever. So now I'm like, girl, just be grown and get a toaster. So I got a toaster, but that isn't arriving until I think the week after next, because it's a Breville toaster. But I wanted the specific black toaster. It's got like this ridge design and silver finishing, but it's black with silver finishes. But I wanted that toaster to match the kettle, so I got the Breville kettle as well. So that should be in one of the boxes. It's just that the toaster is not going to be here for another week. And then I got 6 long stem, like large wine glasses. I really hope when I open them they're actually large, because I really hate small wine glasses. I also hate short stem ones. It's just like, ugh. So I hope they match what I imagine them to look like in the picture. And then I got a plate set. It's got 6 plates, like large dinner plates, 6 smaller salad plates, and 6 like actual bowls, like soup bowls. And I ordered 6 placemats, but I don't think those come until tomorrow, it says. So we have to wait on that. And then lastly, I got the chairs. So the chairs are here, but unfortunately I'm not setting them up anytime soon because there's no rush for me at this point. And let me just get myself together and stuff like that, and not do it when I'm tired and not feeling my best. So maybe in another vlog, once everything is like set up, I can then show you guys. But let's start unboxing some of these things. Okay, so when I made these orders right on Amazon, they kept like bringing up this option. Ooh, who's here? okay, he will be up at my door in a little bit. But I was saying, when I ordered the stuff, they kept being like this pop-up that was like, do you want to take it out of the manufacturer's packaging and just use Amazon packaging so as to hide what you ordered? And I checked yes for all of them, and that's why they've all come in these like plain brown boxes, which I don't mind, but I would have wanted to tell you guys the brands, but I don't know anymore. And the only reason I even checked that is because there's a time I ordered something and it definitely was the manufacturer's packaging, but it just had my postal address on the outside. And I was like, if they leave this anywhere that's not like giving it in hand or like in the post area, somebody is gonna thief my stuff. So I checked that thinking they just meant they put the actual box in a bigger box, but I guess not, sweetie. But I think this is the dinner set, the 18-piece dinner set. Okay. Oh. Guys, I'm so angry. I'm so angry. I'm so angry. You know when you're hungry and you want food? Tell me why these people gave the driver the wrong order. As in, he shows up to my door with this and I'm like, this isn't it, because normally they put a drink in one package and the food in another. So I'm like, hello, where's the food? He's like, this is what they gave me. On top of that, they've even given him a Coke. The Coke is not mine. It's even leaking. I don't even drink Coke, bro. Like, guys, I'm so defeated because I'm so hungry. I'm so hungry. And I've contacted them and they're telling me about, they'll get back to me in a few days about my refund. And I'm like, what am I supposed to do in the meantime? And I just can't be asked to order it again, because if I order something again, are they going to fuck up my order again? The worst part is, I don't even think I told you guys, I have a date tonight. And so I have to start getting ready in the next 30 minutes. I have to wash my hair. I have to slick it. I have to do my makeup. I have to wash my backside. Like, I don't have time for all of this. I do not have the time for all of this. But you know what? I'll just eat at 9. I mean, that really ruined my vibe because I was really in a good mood. And now I'm going to be cranky. Anyway, the first thing is here. These are the bowls. Everything I got like for the dinnerware is just plain white. I just feel like, even with this whole like dinner party planning stuff, I've been watching a lot of like tablescape videos on TikTok. And I just think a lot of the time when you have white like plateware or like crockery or dinnerware, whatever you want to call it, it usually goes with anything, like whatever flowers or decor you want to use for your table, or the menus or the name cards. Like, white goes with everything, and so that's why I got white. One of the dinner set for all 18 items was like £40 something. It might have been slightly discounted because I know that at the moment Amazon is doing discounts on quite a few items. So here's the dinner plate. I think these are 26 centimeters, which is quite big to be fair. Not the biggest plate I've seen, but still really big. And here's the cute little salad plate. This is actually perfect sizing. Okay, so this box has 2 things. Here is the bevel kettle I was telling you guys about. When I first moved in, I literally just got any old kettle. like I said, moving in was so expensive buying furniture because my apartment was part furnished. It only came with the couch and coffee table and the bed, but everything else I had to buy. So at the time I was just like, this is far too expensive for me to be doing up expensive. So now we have this Breville kettle, which I'm really excited about. It's so gorgeous. Let's try and open this up. And let me tell you something. Yeah, when buying kitchen appliances, if you can help it, don't go cheap. Because like I said, when I moved, I just got any old kettle. And to be fair, it's also my fault because I kept procrastinating buying a new kettle. Like, there was no reason for me to not have replaced it since then. But I promise you, because I just bought like one any kind cheap kettle like this, I was descaling that hoe way too often. Like normally with descaling, I think it's usually like 6 to 12 weeks. I literally had to descale it like once every 3 weeks. Yeah. And you know, sometimes you're being like penny wise, pound foolish, as my mom would say when I was younger, because I would be buying the descaler all the time. I'm here thinking, oh, you know, but if it's not broken, why am I replacing it with like a fancier one? But now look how much I spent on busy descaling the bloody thing all the time. Here is the kettle. It's a cordless one, of course, and like I said, I wanted the toaster to match. So the toaster has the same kind of like ridges and the same kind of silver and black finish, but I think this is absolutely gorgeous. I think with the old plates, because I had a set of 6 dinner plates, but I didn't really like them as much. I'm still keeping them anyway because hello. And also, what if I get more than 6 guests at a time? Now what? But I did separately have another set of plates that I got when I was living in my shared housing, and I found them so cool, so cute. I really like them. These are really, really big though, but the problem with these is that with certain microwaves, they are too big to fit in. And like with the points I made, if you are someone who's into like tablescaping, or like when you're setting up the table for dinner parties, that specific shape and that specific color is really hard to work with. So I don't think they're going to be of any use for me. But in my apartment building, what everyone usually does is typically when people have things they no longer want in the communal area, everyone will just leave the things there and put in a little sign that says free. And usually somebody will want the stuff. With other things, like for example, the kettle, yes, it's not broken, but I just don't think that's something I need to be given to somebody. So that can be thrown away. But here are the 6 wine glasses. Oh, I'm so nervous because if they don't look how I want them to look, I'm gonna lose them. They're decent. They are decent. For a wine glass that's typically not restaurant grade, I'm really not mad at it. I'm not mad at it. The other ones I have, those are the white wine glasses. I'm keeping those. IK got me those and I love those. But there's another wine glass I used to have, which are these. They're not bad either, but as you can see, these are definitely bigger. Can you see that? Yeah, these are definitely bigger. And so, yay! These ones, this set of 4, this is the set I'm gonna take downstairs for somebody to have in case they want them. Hey y'all, it's a new day. It's around about 1 p.m. Like I mentioned yesterday, I wanted to spend today deep cleaning. So I managed to do the fridge and that was my main priority. What I haven't done is the oven, and that's because I actually have to go somewhere now. I wasn't meant to, but yesterday I think when I came on, I mentioned to you guys that I went out to dinner, right? Or I was going out to dinner. Let me tell you guys what happened. Yesterday, as I was showing you guys the stuff, I think in between then and when I stopped filming and I was packing all the boxes away. So I packed a box of things that I'm going to put downstairs in the communal area, and obviously whoever wants it can have it. And then the other boxes are just all the boxes that have to go to recycling. So I don't know, in between that time, when I showered, when I got ready, I don't know when, but like as I was slicking my hair, as when I'm sat there with the blow dryer now, I realized that I had a nail missing, like another nail missing. And from yesterday, I already had broken one nail on my right hand. And that happened on Monday when I was trying to, because, okay, backstory. My hair has been out for like maybe 3 weeks now. I took out my faux locks. And I've just been slicking my hair into like a ponytail with a high one, a low one, whatever. I was tired of doing that because my edges, as everybody can see, my hairline is actually in a critical state, okay? Thankfully, I'm cutting my hair soon, so I'm not that bothered by it, hence I keep slicking it anyway. but I just kind of felt like giving it a break for the next few days. So I was going to do a flat twist so I can wear a wig. So last night I was going to wear a wig. And then, no, this weekend I was going to wear a wig if I needed to go anywhere. But I was going to obviously just have a flat twist on my hair. Monday I tried to do the flat twist. I break a nail. I'm like, cool, never mind, scrap this. We're just going to have to slick it because my nails were long. That's how I broke the first nail. So yesterday now, as I'm blow drying my hair, I realized that I'm missing a nail on this hand. I'm like, what the hell is going on? So it was too late for me to do anything. I'm like, okay, I'm clearly gonna have to go to dinner with one nail missing on each hand, which is really raz, but what can I do in the evening on a Saturday? Tell me why last night when I get back, I am tidying up and I broke another nail. And it was this thumb. And at this point, I was like, this is ridiculous. So I got up and I cut all of them. And sometimes I would just soak the nails off myself. I have a nail drill, but it takes so long because I'm doing it by myself. So I just figured that I'm going to go do my nails now today because I look scary. Like, I look scary. And what's crazy is that the nails weren't actually that overgrown. If you see that, they actually weren't that bad. So it is what it is. It's fine. I was going to have to do them next week anyway because it would have been time for a new set anyway. So now I'm just doing them a week earlier. So because of all of that, I don't have the time to do the oven, but I can probably find some time, or I'll make some time to do it during the week. Now, before I head to the nail shop, and I need to hurry because it's a Sunday, it's likely to be busy. So fingers crossed I actually managed to get a walk in, because if not, I'm going to have to come back and that whole entire trip would have been for nothing. I, at the moment, now need to take the things down to recycling and then into the communal area, which is long because I'm going to have to do multiple trips. I might potentially actually do it when I come back. Now that I think about it, let me do it when I come back because that's just going to waste my time. And then I'm going to head out now. I might pass by Primark. I don't think I'm going to pass by Zara. I had thought to go by Zara, but Zara, where I live on a weekend, it does not matter what time of the month it is. It's not worth it. So I think I'll leave that for like another time when I have a day off or when I have the opportunity to go into Zara or to the mall during the week. So for now, I think I'm just gonna go to Primark and go do my nails because I really want a robe, like a new robe. And I just felt like, why not get a cheap, cute, fluffy robe? Chances are it's probably not going to be the best quality like after a year or so, but honestly for now it'll do because he lives. So that's me for the day. I'm quickly going to make myself something to eat and then call my Uber and head out.
I'm feeling vibes alright. I'm fucking dynamite. I'll play your condo lights. You know I'm just that type. No, nothing kill my vibe. Nothing kill my vibe. You nothing kill.
Hey guys, so back home, I barely vlogged. As in, I started the first clip of my nails and then it got really busy. As in, they ended up getting 2 people to do my nails at the same time because it was super packed. So I could only do my hands, couldn't even do my feet because I wasn't going to make the closing time. And that's because even when I was going, I ended up leaving later than when I signed off the vlog because Bolt and Uber were bugging. So by the time I got there, they were like, Miss Mamas is going to be too close to closing time. Also given the wait, like the queue. So it was like, it's either you come back another day or you can only do your hands. You guys saw the state of my hands. I wasn't going to come back another day. So 2 people did my hands, and as a result, I don't like my nails. I got the like milky bubble bath white from OPI. I think it's called bubble bath. I'm just doing this really quickly because I really don't like my nails. I wanted something short, kind of like squoval. I don't like the way they shape them. This nail shop, right, used to be my go-to, but now it's under new management. And the last time I went there was in January, and they did a bad job. And I went back and somebody else corrected the nails that the first nail tech had messed up. So I was like, okay, maybe it's a new nail tech, but I had a feeling that something is off, like it's not giving the same nail techs. And then sure enough, I got confirmation today that they're under new management. But like, because they're under new management, all the nail techs are gone. My old nail tech is gone. And if I do say so myself, they are doing a terrible job. The last that I had, that just started breaking off yesterday. Those were actually really good, but I did them at my old nail tech in Stratford because I used to obviously live there. So it's looking like I'm gonna have to trek to Stratford all the time until I find a new nail tech that's local to me, because I'm not gonna keep paying for my nails to be messed up. That's what we're not gonna do. What I did do while I was in town is I stopped by Savers and picked up a bunch of like toiletries, cleaning products. So nothing exciting about that. I went into Primark, but the line was so long, and I also didn't find any robes because they've transitioned fully into the winter wardrobe, which I should have considered, because I want a thick, fluffy robe. I don't want a summer robe, but obviously we're supposed to be entering spring a week from now. So all the shops, like in store, everything is like stocked for like spring, summer. So it's looking like I'm gonna have to buy that robe online. Cool. But the line in Primark was so long, and I was like, I found a few bits that I wanted, but they weren't the things I set out to go and buy. So I was like, Cosy Lives, girl, the things you're picking up you don't need. They'll be nice, they'll be cute, but you actually don't need. Don't spend money recklessly. So I left Primark. I didn't even bother going to Zara. I didn't do anything else. So the only thing I got was bubble tea, and then after doing my nails, I got my Subway, which is here. What I actually want to do right now is sort this pile of boxes out. I'm going to start taking things to the rubbish now before I even sit down and rest, because I feel like if I sit down and rest, I'm not doing it today. So personally, I feel like I'm going to end the vlog here. Hopefully I start the next upcoming vlog soon, so that there's kind of continuation to the situation. I've unpacked everything else from yesterday. I washed everything, so everything is now in its place. Let me show you what the kitchen is looking like now. So as you guys can see in this corner, we've got the oil dispenser, the utensils. I already had that, and that's my blender, and I have like 2 cookbooks. We're gonna build up that little collection, but for now, that's what that looks like. And on this side, here are the knives. There's like the kitchen roll, and I put the board over there, and there is the kettle. When the toaster comes, I'm just going to shift the kettle this way and then have the toaster in front of the chopping board. It's too big for me to put in my drawers, and I like the aesthetic of having the chopping board out, so we're going to have it out. Then I will eventually receive the kitchen towel holder, because I just don't want chilling. I don't want the roll chilling there anymore. But yeah, this is what we have going on. I'm a big fan. And then naturally the pots and plates and cutlery and glasses are all where they belong. So yeah, I'm just gonna throw away these boxes now. Like I said, I'll probably build the chairs maybe sometime this coming week, next week. But until then, that's me. Thank you so much for watching this discombobulated, stretched vlog. This is what's been going on in my life lately. But until the next time I catch you guys, please be sure to leave a like, a comment, tell a friend to tell a friend, subscribe, and until my next video, bye.